Hello, everybody. Good news is I'm having a wonderful time in life. If you haven't been hearing from me, it's because life's been going really, really well. I'm extremely happy. And neutral news, I think I have feelings for the guy I've been fucking, which is complex, but I've been handling them well. That's good. That's good. We like that. If you wanted to make a joke about it, which of course that's who I am as a person, it's like God delivered Mitchell. It's like to me he's had a fucking terrible year. Send this guy Mitchell. He's probably gonna like tall blonde twink, all that. There you go. Just put it right there. I'm sure he's gonna do well. And then like God went out and did his thing, came back. It's like what the fuck did he do to her? Okay, she's suffering for a bit. Shit, she's been suffering this long. Okay, we got a new guy. This guy, yeah, hey, blonde hair, yeah. Muscular, but like also kind of plump with it. Okay, he fucks really good, tattooed, good job, and he's extremely generous. Yeah, okay, just and he's funny. Yeah, just put it right there, so that she doesn't crash out. And it did. I have been. I like no offense. The way me and the recent guy fucked so good, I almost entirely forgot about Mitchell, and his name. That's a blessing. I don't even want to get revenge on Mitchell. I don't. Like a part of me does, but another part of me is just like I'm not gonna do it. He's not worth it. I'm just gonna let that idiot go ahead and fuck up his own life on his own accord. Knowing him, he's gonna do it. He's gonna live his life super unhappy with the family that he doesn't fucking love and a job that he's not exactly the most happy with. And he's gonna live life exactly how he thinks he wants it, even though he knows deep down he doesn't. And if that's what he truly thinks he wants, I will allow him to have that. It's okay. I got a new munch. And I like that. I don't know. It seems he's like the new guy I'm seeing, who I have nicknamed Hay because his hair is hay blonde, for anonymity purposes, of course, too. Because I want to make sure that, for many reasons, I don't want to expose people's identities if I'm talking about them. But like this man is fine as fuck. I'm like when we had sex, it's like God, I didn't he has this really his facial features are like that of like some sort of emperor back in the day. Like he looks very regal in the face. Very like nice full lush beard. I like the tilt and curve of his nose. He has a very big nose. I love big noses on men. I thought his eyes were small when I first met him, but then again he wears glasses and I didn't realize that he was super fucking nearsighted. Um like super fucking near, like holy shit. So I guess his glasses do this thing that for most people it doesn't. Like most people when they wear glasses, their eyes get um like you know how you meet someone who has big goggles on and they take that shit off and their eyes are like little itty bitty beads. I thought he had that, and I thought to myself his eyes already look small with the glasses. They're probably even smaller, but you know what, from what I can see they are still very pretty. I like the color and his eyebrows, and he's still a very cute man. But when we went out for ramen and he took off his glasses for all of 2 seconds because his fucking udon was like adding steam to them, I swear that my pussy jumped so hard from how it clenched. Ooh, it was like, damn. Like my pussy throbbed so fucking hard that I felt it in my ears. It had a heartbeat to it. It was like, it was great. Thank you know what? Like I'm gonna make the joke again. God knew he would be too powerful, so that he made that man kind of blind. Because if that man was walking around with a body like that, a face like that, oh, and a personality like that, and sex like that, yeah, he probably would accidentally destroy the planet from his like he would fuck entire cities of women, and they would all lose their goddamn mind, and no one would ever get married because everybody would want him instead. So he was like, let's put some fucking glasses on his face and an interesting dye job and see how that goes. I'm not saying the dye job is bad. I'm just saying it's like, I don't know. I'll put it this way. I think he's a cool tone, and I think his hair is just a little bit too warm toned. Also, I think it ages him up, but then again, I think he also is just older, so maybe he just also is aged, so that's fine. If you're like, how much older is he? He's like 30. He's gonna be 31 soon. But it's funny, he does that thing that guys have been doing because men know that I don't like men above the age of 30. It's like several dudes in a row have just been like, I'm 29, I'm 28, because they don't want to tell the truth. That's kind of a red flag, I think, but whatever. Also, I'm not sure if I'm tripping or not, but I could have sworn, like, on our first time meeting, he told me that he, didn't make art. I could have sworn like, I think I asked something like, oh, do you do art? Are you an artist? And he was like, nah, no, I'm not. No, never. And I don't know, like, at least that's what I recall. I could be wrong, though. but I did get really drunk later in the day, and who knows, this could have been a conversation had with someone else, but I'm pretty sure he said that just for me to later find out that he indeed has done a shit ton of art. Like, he's actually one of the most crafty motherfuckers ever. Like, embroidery, sewing. Like, he makes art so good that they had him at an exhibition in, like, Germany or whatever, from how fucking talented he was. Dude's got it going on. Oh, yeah, good for him. Good for him. He has the softest tongue ever. His hair is really nice. He has these, yeah, but he's got these gorgeous, huge, big brown eyes. They're like kind of dark, like a caramel brownies with just a little extra cocoa powder added, like, or dark fudge. It's beautiful. God, I love it. And he made heavy eye contact during sex. And I don't like eye contact during sex for a lot of reasons. I don't. I'm autistic for one, and but either way, I let him do it. Even though he kind of was freaking me out, because like, from my angle, if a guy is eating me out or fucking me, and I just see like a whole bunch of this and a whole, like, it's just kind of, it's a little bit too much. But you know what? You know what? I guess you could kind of tell I liked him because I allowed it. One, I didn't have a problem with it. Maybe I almost laughed at some point, but you know, it was hard to laugh when you're too busy screaming, "Oh God, help me, God, holy fucking shit, please have mercy on me," over and over and over. That man had a talent. Oh my God, I told him one of the things I screamed was, "You have a fucking talent," at the top of my lungs. But I also made eye contact with him back. I did not break that shit either. Or if I did, it was just for like the briefest little moments to recoup myself. Everything about that man is hot. Like, oh my God, and it's so funny because he, after sex, you know, he, like, I'll put it this way: if you didn't know him, you would think, oh, this is like a non-binary bisexual Starbucks barista or whatever. Like, you would never guess that it was like a cis straight man or whatever. But during sex, it's like, take off the glasses. It's like, that's a yep, and then, like, with the glasses off and his shirt off, and when he's not wearing a million flannels and chains and his septum, it's like, oh, that's a fine ass, bulky, muscular, fine as fuck man. Oh my God, I wish you could, I wish you knew how sexy he was. Like, the tattoos, and some of them are cool and like foam looking, and just, he's a, I'm just saying, amen. Sometimes I see men and I'm just like, wow, God took his time making you. Someone like you, like, thank God you exist. Thank God that tons and tons of people across the world got married and fucked and all that shit and lived and persevered so that one day they can make a man as fine as him. Huh. And I will probably never ever say that to him because he doesn't know how to take compliments. And I don't know. I'm not going to ask him about his self esteem. But knowing how people tend to be, eh. But yeah, that's a beautiful looking man. I just have to say it. Oh, but after sex, it was so funny because after, like, during sex, he was like, also, he does, I'm gonna say, he looks kind of like Nosferatu a tiny bit in the face, at least from, like, with his glasses off and the angle he was fucking me, because the glasses also made his nose bigger. I love that, by the way. It was hot. And, like, his facial hair and stuff kind of factored into it. It was hot. I loved it. I loved it personally. It's like, because I already was kind of interested in Nosferatu, but if it wasn't like a nasty zombified version, if it was just like a hot, like, kind of like plushy built like a brick shit house tattooed guy with blonde hair and a septum and stuff. It's like, okay, this works. And a full beard, amen, amen. That's just a hot man. That's a sexy individual. This nigga fucking blew my shit out. He demolished me. He was throwing tantrums in it. That was glamorous. I loved every bit of it. Like, I don't know if I already made this joke, but this man fucked me as if he had some sort of bomb strapped to his chest that would have gone off if he was fucking me at any speed less than 70 miles per hour. And he did tricks in bed that I have never seen before. He's done tricks that I've seen people fuck up, and he did that shit effortlessly. I really want to tell this man that he should be a porn star, honestly, but, like, I really mean it. He has what it takes. Like, holy shit. That was, like, if you recorded what happened between me and him, like, he would have been like a fucking multi-millionaire overnight, is all I'm fucking, like, I mean it. Holy shit, he needs to do that. I swear to God. Or he needs to get married, because I swear to God, a man like him running around single, being able to just fuck any woman out there, like, that's a danger to society. Like, he's just like, oh my God, just a modern day Rasputin is what he is. Because every man in town is gonna fucking demolish him, and every woman's gonna be losing their mind if he's away from them for a single second. That type of man, just get him married. Marry that man down. Man, what the fuck? Also, it's still kind of funny that it's like, okay, someone who's been around for the past 2 years. Like, I don't know. It's also just funny how this all happened because it's like, imagine you write a book or you're reading a book series and there's like, I don't know, like a character who's just passively mentioned in a chat room to like help out the protagonist every now and then. Like an extremely, extremely small side character. Like, they only pop up like maybe for like a single minute or two every few episodes for like a few years. And then one day it's like they just like the main character is finally at the point where it's like, oh, it seems like the series is about to end. Seems like there's a massive cliffhanger. Is the main character gonna kill herself? What's gonna happen in her life? What's gonna occur? The next thing you know, hey, the chat room person comes out of nowhere, and they turn out to be really fuck. It turns out it's like, oh shit, they were trying to get in touch with me for the last year or so, and I didn't like, but they didn't have my information and they didn't know I had a new account. Blah blah blah. One thing led to another. Getting my titties sucked in a movie theater and going out on. I won't call these dates out of respect for myself because that would be delusional. Even though I'm pretty sure one would look at them and be like, "Well, Timothy, what else would you call that?" And let's just say very very fun friend hangouts followed by very 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 awesome sex. Jesus Christ. But that was a magnificent time. And I've been mostly normal about it, like, I've had space, and I think he also kind of missed talking to me too, because I didn't talk to him for like like a day or so, and then like first thing in the, or when it like at like 10:40 the other morning, I guess he sent me a message that was like, hey, do you prefer to talk on here? Because I guess he wanted to like, it's sweet to know that I think to an extent he was kind of like, ah, she's quiet, and I think she kind of missed me or something, or he kind of missed me just a little bit. I think that's wholesome. And also, I forgot to mention the first day that we met up ever, right after that happened, where all the stuff happened in the back of that Uber and all that, he immediately just hit the ground running, immediately searching for new apartments so that he could finally get his own place and move out and then just have me over anytime he wants. Because he, like, all he could think about were my titties and my face and my eyes. He really, 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 like, also, it was so cute. You should have seen the way this, like, the way he looks at me, it's like he can't stop smiling. It's so fucking cute. I like when men do that. Like, he just couldn't stop being like, fuck, you're pretty. God, you're pretty. I hope he keeps that energy up. I don't want it to just be swapped where one second, where next thing you know, I'm the one saying all sorts of shit about his beauty and he says nothing about mine. Because it's like, come on now. You still gotta let me know I'm a queen too. Like, I'm letting you know you look fucking great. Be, be equal about it. I'm not trying to get embarrassed at all. Oh yeah, and our second meetup. Yeah, we went out for udon. We had fun. He got me some sparkly stuff, some gorgeous earrings, and a wonderful ring, and I'm getting a bunch of compliments on it. And we went buck wild at his place, and then I forgot to mention, like I said, he went from like a sex demon, like a fucking incubus, like fucking the shit out of me and obliterating me, and oh my god, it was magical. It was fucking insane. It was deranged. Afterwards, this nigga, as I'm just really trying not to faint, collapsing on his bed and shit, this man just politely folds himself like a little relaxed cat, like puts on his glasses and folds his hands together, and then just smiles with his little gentle smile. And he's like, how you doing? Feeling good? Like, he just goes back to being the cute little fella. He just goes back to his cutesy normal persona, like super gentle and cute and stuff. He cracks a lot of jokes. Even though sometimes it does get to a point, if someone cracks too many jokes, it feels like I can't have a conversation with them. But he's nice. I'm enjoying it. I like the pace things are going, and I'm enjoying it. The next few weeks, he did finally find a place, and he's going to be moving for the next few weeks. So contact will be different. And so I hope that within the next few weeks, I can have my own changes, and he can have his own changes, and hopefully we can still be in touch. It would be like to fuck, but we're still in touch talking. Absolutely, he watches my story every goddamn day, and we were messaging this morning and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah. Anyway, let's just say your girl was thinking about certain stuff, and it's like, I think I'm getting a certain level of attachment or attraction. But if it makes sense, not an overwhelming amount. At this point, it's just like I recognize it for what it is, and I recognize I probably should. I don't know. I don't know if I want to say I shouldn't be dating, but because I like dates, I like fun. But let's just say I think it would be healthiest if it's like, okay, if I see someone, it's just like, it's going to be someone like Liam, or it's going to be someone like Hey. And if it's Hey, we can have a wonderful time. We can see it for what it is and have our fun. And then I can still see Liam when I want to. And just, yeah, I don't want to introduce new people into my circle unless they really, really, really have me figured out and are respectful. And, Liam's been around for 3 years, or give or take. And Hey, he's been around for quite some time too. So they both know what I like. Because, Hey saw me write about my life for years. He's like, okay, this is the type of respect she likes. This is the life she likes. This is the item she likes. Also, yeah, in a few weeks, let's just say a extremely beautiful, gorgeous, glamorous necklace that he bought me should be arriving, and I can flaunt that. And then on top of that, he should be in his new place, and I can take these next few weeks to figure out what I truly want for myself in terms of like life quality and standards. And I'm doing well. Like, I hate, like, this guy seems to be a really good influence on my life, and I'm glad he's around. I really am. Like, he's really nice. In fact, I was so, like, on one hand, yesterday I did almost get so depressed because I asked him after like 1 or 2 days of, or almost 3 days of not talking. I did ask if he wanted to go out. He said he kind of coldly that he just needed to catch up on his sleep, and I got hurt. And then I almost fell into depression, but then I was like, you know what, fuck that shit. And I got some caffeine in my system. Um, and like, how do I put this? I was having a very productive day because that's kind of how I've been working on distancing myself. It's like, okay, he made me very happy. How do I continue the streak of happiness? That's usually what happens when I can tell someone's a good influence in my life. I want to be good, especially not just for me, but also for them to an extent. It happened with Wiley and it happened with other people, but especially with him this time. I'll put it this way. I was like, okay, you know what? If I'm gonna have my space from him and have a life separate from him and not obsess about just him and his amazing goddamn cock and his fucking heavenly tongue. God damn, that man is sexy. Ah, he's amazing. Then I'm gonna need to do things to make my life better. I'll put it this way: my depression bedroom, and like it has been really bad. But guess what? I dumped out a bunch of things that you would not find acceptable in a bedroom, and I have two garbage bags that I'm gonna toss out at some point today. And I did my hair care, so I straightened my hair, at least mostly, so that it could be mostly neat and organized, and I can have an easier time like living life without pulling out my hair. And aside from that, yeah, my whole bedroom smells good, like a fucking black beauty salon, from all the avocado oil and the olive oil and the coconut butters and stuff. It's great. Oh, and then as for and I have to say, you really must be a good influence on my life, or at least some really good dick, if you fuck me so good that I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take care of my depression bedroom. I'm bagging up garbage. I'm dumping out bottles and cups of stuff that you don't need to know about. Like, I was washing and detangling my hair and getting it all silky and smooth because I was like, I want to show him I got inches, how fluffy and full and luscious my hair is, so he can subconsciously be like, hell yeah, I gotta fuck her again because she has good hair genetics and I want to pass those on to another bloodline. Subconsciously, aka I wanted to show him that I have awesome sexy hair and not just keep having, like, I've shown up to the last two meets cute, but I thought, hey, let me show him that it's not just Afro puffs. I want to show him that I can have nice, silky, extremely sweet smelling hair that also doesn't have to be like Afro puffs, like something he can run his hands through also. And I've been doing a lot of body care, like making sure, like tons and tons of layers of like oil and butters on my skin, and exfoliating. My skin has never been softer. And I've been getting laundry done because I've been doing laundry at Liam's place, which the only thing is, it's weird. Last time I did laundry at Liam's place, he pissed me off really fucking bad because I'll put it to you like this. If I do laundry at your place and it comes out smelling worse, what the fuck is in your washer? I don't know. And he didn't exactly fully apologize about it. He's an asshole. But whatever, let's not think about it. Oh, speaking of which, Liam is probably getting up soon. I should send him a little message. But yeah, I really, really like Hay. He is a pleasant energy. And I hope we can keep up the energy of like, I hope we don't just become people who just have mindless sex. I hope we can keep it up of like, hey, here's a cool event. Want to go with me? Do this, do that. Like, I even mentioned to him, I was like, hey, this, because I broke contact yesterday, you know, and I almost did get really depressed when he said that he couldn't make it out. But simply put, let's just say, I don't know, feelings, I don't know. I think he also was just a little glum that we didn't need to talk for a bit, plus just stressed because he was moving. But I kind of restructured it as, hey, he's just stressed because he's moving, but he's moving specifically for me, so he can fuck me whenever he wants, see me whenever he wants, and not have any issues. And on top of that, sorry, I zoned out for a second. But yeah, he seems wonderful. And we might hang out this Friday. Might. But even then, he's might be busy backing. So simply put, if I don't see him for the next few weeks, I hope that when we touch base again, then I can finally be like, hey, dude, let's go to this huge, like, festival. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. And we can enjoy, like, spring and summer. Mm, but then again, I don't know. Hmm. I don't know. It's like a bittersweet thing because I don't know. Remember how I thought I would do those things with Mitchell? How I was like, oh, like it's wonderful that I have someone new to do this with. It's just a little sad because I remember I was like, oh man, I really wanted to show Mitchell this festival and this variety show and this event and this thing and do this. But Mitchell's a scum sucking, disgusting piece of shit, and we hate him, so it's okay. Fuck him. You know what happened instead? I got to meet Hay, and Hay is someone who's actually really, yeah. I'll put it this way: I feel safe around Hay. I don't feel like I'm in any inherent danger around him, and he has a nice, sweet energy. And he's thoughtful. You know, he seems to be actually thoughtful, at least from what I can tell, and I find that very cute. I feel almost like I want to cry, but only because it's like, oh, look at me having emotions for someone again. That's a nice thing. I was worried that I was gonna just not care about anyone again. Mm. And also, it's just because I didn't think I'd be happy again, and so it feels really good that it's like, oh, look, I have a buddy now, and it's like they're like, think about it. Like I wasn't gonna have sex with them, at first for the second meetup, but I changed my mind, and then but they are a sweet guy. They're the type of guy where it's like, oh, like instead of just like, hey, let's have sex, they're like, hey, how about we go thrift shopping and then check out Japantown and go check out this store and like this area and this food spot, and we made a little day out of it, and that's what I like out of like a fuck buddy or a friends with benefits, where it's not just like meaningless sex. Sometimes meaningless sex can be fun, but there's still a little bit of emptiness that can come after it because most humans value connection and savor it. I don't like when it gets too complicated, but that's how it tends to work. Because simply put, if you're fucking some dude who you have known for years and he fucks the shit out of you, but also shows to be a very, very nice person, it's like, I'll put it this way. I'm feeling. I'm not saying anything other than I like him. And I don't think I want to navigate it or look into it too much because anything can happen. And I just want to make sure that at the end of the day, am I okay? Like, can I handle days where we don't talk? He's going to be busy packing for a bit. What hobbies can I get in that time? What things can I do? What can I learn about myself? And I want to focus on myself. I want to be like, okay, what do I want out of my dating life if I were to date again? What are my standards with men? How do I want to be seen by other people? Are there any habits of mine that I want to die? What habits do I want to start? Um, and like and I could probably like start taking more vitamins. I could probably hit up Liam and be like, hi, can you get me this vitamins for this or that? Like, I've been taking ashwagandha and maca root, and oh my god, the effects it's had on my body since I've been taking it has been obscene, dude. I swear to god. And then there's like yeah, I'm just yeah, if this were to go on for a while, I guess I have a few weeks to figure out what I would want. Like, would I want it to be like how it was with other fuck buddies, where it's like, hi, bring me a gift every time you see me and fuck my brains out? Would I want it to be like, hey, cool, you're kind of like the new Liam, where if I want to hang out for like a day or two at your place, we can like, go out on a, I won't call it a date. We can have a hangout or go to an event and make out and feel each other and do something sexy and have our fun. Or I don't know, like I get to figure out like what tethers would I want for like friendship, romance, all this beautiful stuff and the intricacies of it. As well as, I don't know, like what fashion do I want to get back into? What clothes do I want to wear that are like truly what I want to wear, not because someone else wants them on me. And, hell, I could do a lot in the next few weeks. So I'm looking forward to it. Plus, he is a really nice communicator and a very thoughtful, sweet guy so far. So I'm looking forward to like, yeah, I doubt for all we know, it could probably pass in a snap. And I'm confident I can handle being alone. I have a lot of movies to watch and things to do, and a beautiful life ahead of me. Plus, it's already going to be a rainy week for most of this week, so I could just be like rained in, enjoying myself, having a great time, and starting this off right. All right, bye.